Why is this show called Into the Loop?
Into the loop! Into the loop!
What is a desert eagle used for?
What?
Big booty bitches.
What?
Into the loop!
Why is the show called Into the Loop? Bitches.
Into the loop!
Booty. Big desert eagle. Bitches. Big desert bitches. Big desert booty. Big desert bitches. Big booty eagle.
Into the loop!
Booty.
Into the loop!
Big desert eagle. Bitches.
Into the loop!
Big desert bitches. Big desert booty. Big desert bitches. Big booty eagle.
Into the loop!
Welcome back, everyone, to Into the Loop. I am your host, Nawaru-chan, and I am... Bro, are you eating on the podcast? I'm with Rabbit Pixie, as always.
I thought that would be funny. I had this fortune cookie I didn't eat earlier, and you were
What's it say?
Okay, I'll
Read us your
take it.
fortune.
Here it comes. Okay. From listening comes wisdom, and from speaking repentance. Whoa. That's actually
Powerful.
pretty. Doesn't tell me if I'm gonna become a millionaire next week, but whatever.
We can only hope.
Does it ever actually happen?
No.
I played the Powerball.
Did
when It
you?
was really big, yeah, a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago.
I know a lot of people that did, actually.
Yeah.
I did not.
I mean, buying like a $2 ticket for something like that, it's like whatever.
Right. I mean, you know, it's not that. It's just I didn't go to a gas station.
Now, you were saying earlier before we started that you didn't want your food right now because you didn't want to eat on the podcast. So I was like, you know what? When it's intro time, I'm gonna crack open this fortune cookie, and after Nowaru picks up, I'm just gonna crunch into it.
I was waiting for you to pick up, honestly.
Nah, you're supposed to,
Oh man,
right?
it's
I open.
think so.
I open.
Yeah, you open and then I pick it
then
up. That's right.
Just it. There's not really a plan here. Just
No,
whatever.
not really. You know, it is what it is.
Look the other way.
Turn
God,
the other cheek.
what a nice curtain. Don't look behind it.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
What's he doing back there? He's always just back there messing around. Does anybody know? Is that Marvin?
Marvin the Martian.
Can somebody get Marvin at? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
Uh,
so real quick, let's go ahead and tell the show. So today we're going to do our top 5 things that we are thankful for in gaming, question mark. At the half, we're going to talk about Sonic Frontiers. Yeah?
Yep.
Pokemon Scarlet. And then, did you want to bring up the new announcement for your favorite game?
No, it's not my favorite game. It's just the best game that I've played in at least 8 years, 10 years.
Okay.
It is so good.
We're thinking of the same game?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Weird. Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Marvin the Martian.
Marvin the Martian confirmed for multiverses. Literally.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. We got insider info. We're practically a news channel now.
A news channel.
Oh God.
I'm now American Bellular.
Kill me if we ever make daily Marvel content. So much grasping at straws, those guys.
Yeah. Man. No, Devil May Cry 5. I'm going to dig into it for a second here.
Go for it.
Devil May Cry 5 is literally a masterpiece. I cannot recommend this game enough. Currently, it's
What?
on sale on Steam. Oh, it is just so good from start to finish. It only gets better. Like it starts out incredible,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just gets better and better as you go. Uh, and like there was only one part in the game where I was like, man, this is really dragging on. I'm really, I'm struggling here. But that was literally my own making because spoilers, there's this part uh in the game where you play as a character and he controls different weapons, and those weapons are pretty much demons. So they come in different forms. One's a bird, one's a panther, and one's a giant golem monster. And you get them all taken away from you at one point, and something happens, and you have to choose which one to, unlock uh, to get back, because you have to do a boss fight to get them all back. And it's all boss fights that you've already done, so you're pretty much familiar with them already. But I happen to choose the one that I chose Ruin, which is the giant golem monster, and you have to expend your devil trigger to actually summon him, unlike the other two. So I basically soft locked, well, not soft locked, because I was able to actually pull it out, but I was essentially stuck with no way to attack the boss except for just dodging her attacks perfectly every chance I got to barely build back some devil trigger gauge, because it only builds when you attack, take damage, or perfectly dodge something. And I was stuck in that boss fight for like 15 minutes.
So
But
that's the only thing that you broke.
it, yeah, I didn't
Everything
have
else.
any other way to attack. But everything else was super smooth. All the boss fights were incredible. Dante versus Virgil was absolutely just so difficult for me, but it was
Hmm.
so epic. I loved every second of it.
Is it very anime tropey like it has been in the past?
I mean, it's it borrows its inspiration from anime,
Hmm.
and it actually references the Devil May Cry anime uh a little bit,
That
but
was a good anime.
it
Could
was
have
it
been way
was
better, but
Dante's so epic, dude.
yeah.
Uh no, it's just incredible, man.
Hmm.
It's it definitely takes from that, but all the cutscenes, they're enjoyable to watch because they're all just goofy. And yeah, they're goofy and they're doing these badass things, and then they're taunting these giant ass demons that's in front of them. It's
So
just
so
it's
it's
so
still
funny.
so very much like Devil May Cry 3.
Oh yeah, it's
It,
very much Devil May
okay.
Cry 3.
Okay.
It's Devil May Cry 3 plus DMC, but the good parts of DMC.
Mm. Now see, I've only ever played Devil May Cry 3. I tried to play 1 and 2 and I played quite a bit of 4 but didn't really like it. So with that in mind, knowing that my main experience with this is Devil May Cry 3, would you recommend this game to me?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. 100% yes, because it very much feels like the best parts of Devil May Cry 3. It feels like the best parts of Devil May Cry 4 as well. And Devil May Cry 4 is actually really good, and I would urge you to give it another shot, or maybe even I could, do a stream of it or something, you know?
Yeah.
But it is incredible, that one is. I love playing as Nero. Nero was the first character that I got like completely maxed out.
Seems like there's
Like,
two camps in Devil May Cry. It's like the Devil May Cry 1 and 2 purists and then Devil May Cry 3 and on fans.
oh yeah. Um
Kind of like
Devil
a.
May Cry 2 is definitely regarded as the worst. A lot of people do not like Devil May Cry 2, and it's not hard to blame them.
Okay. I've never played one or two. I played like one thing from two, I think, and that's it.
Yeah, I would definitely urge you to play it.
I think
If you like action games of any kind, it is definitely worth trying.
so. It's just a fun action game.
Yes, from
Okay.
start to finish, and it only gets better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't played anything like super action intensive in a while. Might be fun.
Uh, yeah, I mean, how I haven't done the Virgil story either, and it comes with it by default now.
Hmm.
So I still have that to look forward to as well, so I can play as Virgil.
So, how much is this game?
1069 on sale on Steam right now.
1069?
And you can usually find it
Oh
at
man.
secondhand stores or
Secondhand
uh
stores.
yeah, like Disc Replay or GameStop, things like that. You can usually
Uh,
find it there
I
for
don't have a
around
console.
15 for the people that do.
Oh, right.
But yeah,
I would play it.
I would love to stream the Virgil. It was actually kind of my intention because this is my first time playing DMC5, and I have played all the DMCs before. I just don't know why I'm just now getting to it, but man, I love the series, and I'm really
You
glad I finally got it.
you should stream it. Do your
Yeah,
Virgil story playthrough.
Virgil story
Blind
reaction.
playthrough. Loopers react to Virgil story playthrough.
Incredible.
Loopers react to Virgil story blind playthrough.
Normal
Um,
difficulty.
um,
But
yeah,
yeah,
no, I would try.
that was my
It's
that
your
was
review
my
of Devil
dig.
May Cry. You
Incredible.
heard it here first. The Into the Loop seal of approval stamped on to Devil May Cry 5.
Yes. Um, but yeah, you've been playing Pokemon recently. I
I
want to hear
did.
your thoughts.
Well, do we wanna like cut here for a second and just be like, here's what's on EGS right now?
Oh,
Because I
yeah,
don't want to
absolutely.
forget.
Absolutely. Yes, let's do that.
So
Chainsaw Man is on each I mean, Evil Dead.
yeah, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, these are. I mean, when this comes out, it'll be Thanksgiving. Um, so yeah, these are available. Dark Deity's like a tactics game. Evil Dead the game looks awesome. So Evil Dead fans, free game. It kind of looks like
Yes.
I guess it's kind of like what is it? Dead by Daylight, but with Evil Dead characters.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
gonna
it
look at
kind
the
of seemed
gameplay
like.
here.
But with a little bit more action, I think. Like it almost seems like a Dead by Daylight survival game.
It says it's co-op.
That sounds
So
fun.
is it like more L4D?
Maybe? I would hope so, because that sounds incredible. Ash with the chainsaw arm just going crazy.
Single player mission together in a game loaded with over-the-top co-op and PvP multiplayer. Okay, so I'm guessing it has single player missions and co-op and the PvP with a monster or something.
Nice. That's not too bad.
I'm not exactly sure, but I mean it looks fun. I
A
mean
loop looks?
as long as it's co-op, yeah, I mean free. I'm gonna send messages to like all my friends like, hey, get this game. We can freaking play this.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
would
And
play
anyone is invited.
I would play the heck out of this.
Yeah. Um,
So yeah, that's what's on there. I think if you like tactics games, this one looks okay. I don't know anything about it. It's,
yeah.
It's a Fire Emblem clone, probably, maybe. So, oh yeah, Pokemon. Um,
Yeah.
it, I have a few questions because I never played Sword and Shield or Arceus. Were those games open world?
So pseudo. Sword and Shield worked like this. You have Route 1, and then in between, or you have City 1, and in between City 1 and City 2, there is the wild area. And the wild area is like a big, giant open area where Pokemon of all kinds just spawn in and, could just appear anywhere out in the wild. It was not really open world because on the other side of City 2 would be City 3. And in between City 3 and City 2 is a wild area. So, you know, it's just like the routes, but they're spread out and huge.
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
yeah. In Legends Arceus, it's kind of like you unlock a zone, and then you can go unlock or search that entire zone.
Mm,
And see where all the Pokemon are in the wild, and uh, get sneak up and catch them all by chucking Pokeballs at their head. But then you also unlocked different modes of transportation, like you get a rideable deer that can jump really high. You get a bird that you can fly on, and you get a giant basculin that you can
hmm
ride through the water. Uh, but no, it was
So,
all contained.
okay, so now I kind of know where it's coming from because the marketing I was a little confused on when it was like the first open world Pokemon game because it's like well, I thought there were other ones that were already, but no, this one, I mean, yeah, it would be the first truly open world. It's really cool. The first hour or so, you're on a rail, and then there's like an academy, like a school. You're in school, you go to the school, and then they're like, hey, run around, and you can just, I'm pretty sure, just go anywhere. I played for like 3, 4 hours. There's not been a place that I couldn't get to yet, but you can go places where you're where you're out leveled. Um,
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah. So I did run into that. I lost 2 Pokemon. I'm Nuzlocking blind on this game, and this I haven't played a Pokemon game since X. I didn't even finish it.
I loved Pokemon Y personally.
Yeah, I really liked that game. I just didn't finish it. Um, but yeah, they got like a new power up gimmick, uh, which is I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's called Terra Stellar Rising or something like that, and basically your Pokemon does a Sailor Moon transformation and has crystals all over it. But when certain Pokemon, when they use it, their types can change,
Yeah,
and I mean, they already become a little bit beefier and stronger, but then like that can cause them to change their types in the middle of battle, so that's kind of neat. It hasn't really made a huge difference yet, but I can see like having some corner strategies there.
that's cool. I like that. I like being able to change type. That's really
hmm
smart.
Yeah, and that's something that I could see them moving more towards in the future. I mean, we already see variations in type in Eevee and several other things like the weather Pokemon that changes based on the season. Like there's a lot of trans there's There's a Pokemon that literally just imitates Pikachu.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of different transformative type things you can do, so I don't think it's too far to say that. I mean, they even showed with the Alolan type Pokemon that a Vulpix is it's not fire, it's ice. It's like, oh, okay, well, they could just start doing that with regions, like making new different region types and
that
putting
yeah.
new variations and spins on existing Pokemon. Because what are they gonna do? Keep adding 100, 200 more Pokemon every time.
Yeah, I mean,
We're at like what 1300 or something. It's ridiculous.
yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon. Uh, I I'm excited to see where they go from here, but it's definitely time for an upgrade here.
Do
Nintendo, you gotta give us an upgrade somehow.
do
We
you
need a new
know
Switch. We need a new Pokemon budget.
do you know how many freaking useless flying types I ran into from different generations? So many. So
So
many.
many.
It was ridiculous. And I have a there's I have a Pokemon. He's literally just a pig.
Yeah,
He's
Lechonk.
yeah, Lechonk is literally just a pig. There's nothing special about him. He's a pig. It's He's my favorite. I'm taking him to the championship.
That's right. Lechonk for the win.
He's just a pig.
Literally only pig.
I have seen pigs that look like him in real life. But no, it's a pretty fun game. I haven't even felt close to challenge except for the time that I got off the path and got into a bad situation, but it's fun. There's like all these different activities. You have this one guy that's like hunting big Pokemon. You go mess with him, or I think it's called Team Star. They have bases that you can go
Hmm,
to and infiltrate, and you can fight the Team Star bases, or you can go to the gym, or whatever. There's tons of different things you can do.
that's awesome.
I mean, I wandered around in a field for about an hour just picking up different items.
Yeah.
There's literally items everywhere in this game.
I like that though.
Well, yeah, keeps me running around. That's what this type of game wants you to do.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
Xenoblade does the same thing.
so what if I have 20 fucking antidotes?
Yeah, you might need them. What if you run into 20 fucking Tentacruels?
They know I ain't
Poison
gonna.
Sting.
They know I'm not gonna use antidotes. I'm just gonna keep pressing Hydro Pump.
Truth. Truth is
I'm gonna
spoken.
keep pressing Hyper Beam.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's the same in Smash when you're playing Charizard. It's just Flare Blitz, Flare Blitz.
Yeah. Um,
But yeah,
I wish it was harder, quite honestly. But it's
yeah,
fun. EXP sharing is just given to you now. No need to even bother. You can just keep whatever Pokemon you want in the lead. I picked what is his name, Fuecoco,
yeah, Bell
because
Pepper Boy.
yeah, they said he was an alligator as well, and I
Yeah,
was like, well, I like Totodile, and he's water type, and this guy's fire type. Let's see what this guy does.
Gator Boys.
He has evolved into whatever the second one. He has like a sombrero thing on his head. He's really
Oh
cool.
no.
What? What?
Is it
Cut
at
that,
least
cut
like
that, cut that.
tasteful?
Dude, he's a Pokemon.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know what.
Ludicolo, people have been complaining about Ludicolo, and I'm afraid that's gonna take the same thing.
No, no.
Personally, I love
Well,
Ludicolo.
that's
Mirror B represent. But
this region is based in Spain though.
that's true. Oh, you're
Yeah,
right. I heard
yeah.
Lechonk and I thought it was France for some reason.
I mean, that could be French. But yeah, this is. I think there already was a French one. I think that was X and Y. With
It
all,
was X and
yeah,
Y.
when they had
Yeah, at
Team
the
Flare,
tower.
with with all the style. That was the French one.
Yeah. Lumio City is. Oh, it is Paris.
But
Huh.
yeah, this region is based on Spain.
Okay. Now it makes sense. Can you catch a
Mhm.
Ludicolo in this game?
I don't know. I mean, the way this game looks, dude, you walk through the fields. There's literally like the Pokemon are like in waves. They're everywhere. There's so many. And so many different, like I said, there's so many different of these, all these different useless bird types across all these generations that nobody ever used except to
Yeah,
fly. And guess what? You don't have to have a Pokemon to fly anymore. You can just fast travel from Pokemon Center to Pokemon Center.
that's incredible.
So who needs these freaking birds anymore? And then every single bug type you've never heard of. It's ridiculous. And there's like Jigglypuffs and Igglybuffs in the same zone just running around.
Nice.
It the variety is pretty good across the board so far when it comes to like from what kind of like generations they're all from, but they're just everywhere. So I imagine they're gonna try to jam pack like probably most of them. I mean, if they're already doing redundant bird types, they're probably gonna pack everything,
Fair enough. I
including
like
every
that though.
water type. I can't wait to see how surfing's gonna work in this game.
Oh yeah, I haven't
Pretty
even thought
cool.
of that.
Yeah, well, actually, I kind of get the idea of what they're going for. I think I do know what they're gonna do. So the the Pokemon on the cover art, the legendaries are
Yeah.
like they're like motorcycle looking things. That's because you actually ride them in the game. This little spoiler there.
Oh.
You have that guy's with you and you ride him like a mount, and I'm guessing like those techniques are locked behind certain achievements that you have to get in the game, and then he can be taught how to surf or taught how to fly or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
But right now he just runs and jumps.
Fair enough. I like that. Man, you're actually selling me on this. I know I've seen that's had some performance issues, but yeah,
I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, there's some jitters and lag, but like, what do you expect?
true.
They're rendering so many Pokemon at once.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean they've got to load the whole world. They've got to load, the clouds. They've got to it's multiplayer. Y-
You know what my
So,
favorite feature is so far?
what is it?
You can send out whoever's in your front slot. You can send that Pokemon out, and he will
Yeah.
run around and find things for you and fight wild Pokemon automatically while you wander around. Your Pokemon is gaining experience.
That's incredible. So it's like an auto battle system?
Yeah, but
Oh man.
anything that he knocks out, you can't catch. You have to actually engage it to catch it.
Fair enough. I
But
mean, once you get your team, you've got your team, though. There won't be a need to catch anything. So, yeah, that's
right.
incredible. Holy crap. That's an actual game changer. Auto battling is
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, you just keep sending him out. I mean, he will lose health, but uh,
You just use a
y-
potion.
yeah, you get a lot of potions in the game. So just potion them up, or just go to the Pokemon Center. There's Pokemon Centers everywhere, and it's not like you don't go in a building anymore. It's like just like a, it's like a, what are those called? Like a kiosk that you would find in
Like,
like a theme park. It's like a rest kiosk. And
huh.
they have the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart and the whatever the green thing is, some kind of online thing.
That's awesome, though.
Also,
I,
you can access your box from anywhere. You just open the
oh,
menu.
that's awesome. I think they had that in Arceus, maybe? I don't remember, but I think that might have been in a previous one. And that's an awesome quality of life
I I
change.
kept going to the Pokemon Center. I'm like, where's the option to open up my PC? Where's my PC? And I had to look it up. It's like, you just open your menu. I was like, what?
Oh
Just
my
open the
goodness.
menu? It was perfect. I
Man,
really like it so far.
You've kind of sold me on it. I since you got Scarlet, I think I'll probably get Violet. But
Dude, go
man,
for it.
that is awesome.
It's pretty fun. I haven't. It's again, it's so big that I've barely even really dug into it. It's like I did the first quest in The Witcher or something.
Yeah,
I did one gym. That's all I've got accomplished so far.
that's good though for 4 hours.
And the gym was cool too because it wasn't like you go in and battle a bunch of people. There's actually kind of like an obstacle course element
Oh,
that you have to run through.
that's
You have
awesome.
to roll this big ass olive. So there's like, there's some puzzle elements to it. That's fun.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. I haven't been able to play or look anything into it really because I've been playing Sonic Frontiers and Devil May Cry. Um, I did get Sonic Frontiers. There's no spin dash. Heartbreaking. Uh, but it is fun. It is really good. I'm liking it so far.
Hmm.
The combat's actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, and it really comes down to timing and button mashing, but it's fun. You know, it's it definitely feels like the next step.
Do you want to do top five and then talk about Sonic Frontiers?
I got something I want to talk about after Sonic Frontiers, or not
Okay.
Frontiers, after the top five. But yeah, I'm down for top five now.
Okay. I do also have something that I want to talk about after
Yeah.
the top five.
All right. Who wants to go first? Whoever
You
starts the top five does their thing first.
you go first.
Okay. So my top five things I'm grateful for in gaming. Number one is Xbox Game Pass. Like, I've gotten so much mileage out of this thing, and I have no qualms paying the $15 a month for it. You know? Like, as I speak, my girlfriend's playing Disney Dreamlight Valley on the Game Pass right now.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. That
Hmm.
game is really good too, by the way. But yeah, I'm definitely thankful for that. Microsoft, that was the biggest dub in gaming history. So, congratulations. Sony, you played yourself. Number two, EGS. I like EGS for many reasons. I'm not gonna try and convert anyone to EGS, but I've got some things that I really enjoy about it. Like getting 2 free games every week.
Hmm.
Holy hell, that is incredible. For real.
Hmm.
Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You just log in, you make the account, you log in, you claim the game, and you're done. That's it. You've got it forever.
Hmm.
Man, that's how we played Remnant from the Ashes.
Right.
Uh, but not only that, there's things like EGS is keeping not only like Steam on their toes, but also just game companies in general because they're just this absolute wild card in the market. They have Fortnite money, so they can take as many
Hmm.
chances as they want. Sony has
We like
been
Fortnite.
We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
Sony's been putting their exclusives on there first for a minute now,
Hmm.
like Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade or Marvel Spider-Man.
Right.
It's it's really good. EGS, they're keeping everyone just, at bay for now. They're a presence, that's for sure. Number 3 is MMORPGs.
Hell yeah.
Are you kidding me? Our MMORPGs are the absolute just kings of gaming.
It was I would say I would dare say even in some instances still the highest the highest level of immersion you could get from a video game.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely 100%. Uh, where else can you go and just log on to your character and walk up to some dude, call him a fucking ball sack, and run away and log out?
Well, and the cool thing about that is like everybody that's important is an actual person.
Yeah. So
So,
it's fun. So when you log
yeah.
in next time, he's gonna whisper you and call you a butthead.
Oh no. I call him pee pee head.
Call him weenie boy.
You come doing that stuff. I'm gonna call you pee pee head.
No, but MMORPGs in general, like, they're the absolute kings. They're everything from RuneScape to World of Warcraft to New World, you know? Like,
Can't wait for my full dive Pokemon VR MMO.
incredible.
No, dude. After watching Dark Side of Dimensions, the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, I want, I literally want a VR Yu-Gi-Oh game. It would be so much fun to play against Seto Kaiba. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
I think there's a line in the movie where he goes, "There is no greater intellect than Seto Kaiba." The guy's insane.
That's awesome. Number 4 is Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, I love Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's,
He's
I dare say he's the most iconic video game character ever.
if I was going to be uh you know, related in character to a video game character, I would want like a Sonic the Hedgehog like logo
Well,
or something.
let me ask you this. You know, on average, when people say when you think of gaming, what character do you think of? Who would do you think that they would say?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, no, they would say
Pikachu.
Mario,
Mario.
but
Hello, Mario.
I don't think that's the case anymore with the success of the Sonic cartoons and the movies.
Yeah.
Sonic really took the cinematic stage where Mario is just in this void of characterlessness, and now they come out with and now you notice how quick Nintendo is to get on the movie bus now.
Yeah, now we have the Mario movie after
They were
two incredible Sonic movies.
they were like, "Oh shit." I think Sonic is definitely the most iconic mascot of all time now.
he is he's just doing it right. Not only that, but like
There's just
Sonic
so
Boom,
many
the
cool
TV
things
show,
about
it
him.
was so funny. The original cartoons were iconic. Like Sonic Adventure 2 is easily just the best game of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
Kappa.
there's just so many things you can do with him, and he's just so cool. And yeah, it's just a fun character to play with because you can just about do anything with Sonic.
My favorite video game character is Shadow the Hedgehog, and I wouldn't have Shadow the Hedgehog if it wasn't for Sonic the
That's right.
Hedgehog.
That's right. Respect your elders
Number 5,
in this
Nintendo
temple.
64.
Oh, baby. That's true. Nintendo 64 was a lifesaver for some kids.
It was my first console that I, got myself and was able to, like just dig into all the time. It was I got Super Mario 64 and that do 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 do
Yeah.
do do. Man, that was the sound of my childhood.
Uh-huh.
And anytime I hear that, my soul gets lifted up. I rise from the ashes. It's incredible. Not only that, but like I played so much Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium's incredible, both of them. Uh, the Banjo series, really. Zelda, of course. It
Dude,
just had
Pokemon
so many great
Snap.
ones. I didn't have Pokemon Snap until I was like
Oh,
16 years old.
you ever play Bomberman 64?
No, I haven't. I
That
would love to.
that game's something else.
I absolutely love the N64, and I wouldn't be here without it.
Yeah,
So, yeah. The
yeah.
only thing I ever wished for was to be able to leap out of bounds with Mario in Peach's castle courtyard and then go on over, swim my way to Hyrule.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my top 5 things I'm thankful for in gaming.
Okay. All right. For me, top five. Number five, PlayStation 4 controllers actually working for PC. Boom. Done.
Incredible.
Number four, um, just the incredible creativity and innovation that comes from the ROM hacking community.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're a blessing.
Literally cranking out free games that are spins of games that you love. You know, some are goofy, some are broken, some are just out of this world, and then there are the ones that are just perfect. You got ones that people play that people prefer over their base games like uh Super Metroid Project Base,
Oh yeah.
yeah, or something like several Fire Emblem hacks are very well known as being comparable content to actual Fire Emblem release, and it's just made by
That's awesome.
some dude somewhere, couple of dudes on the internet. Um, so yeah, ROM hacking. Oh, there's some great Sonic ROM hacks too.
Oh yeah.
Um, Number three, I would also say Sonic the Hedgehog. He's one of my heroes. Um, Number two, gosh, Final Fantasy VII
Oh yeah. That is a big one.
changed my life. Like, I don't know. There's so much. There's a lot in that game about people having struggling with their identity. And I think that is something that a lot of people from that were kids in that era and that time had to deal with. Uh,
That's very true.
so, and not to mention, it just had the coolest characters of any video game ever made in history.
Yeah.
And then number one thing that I'm most thankful for in gaming is our Lord and Savior Gaben.
Yeah.
All glory be to Gaben, the one original bringer of affordable games.
You're not wrong.
He
Look,
will
you're
lead
just
us
not
into
wrong.
the full dive promised land.
I believe if anyone's going to do it, it will be Valve. You're right.
Dude, Gaben is like freaking in a sensory deprivation pod somewhere that like opens, like his bed like lifts up and like there's like a bubbling spa thing down there, and he gets in the chamber and then it closes up, and then like he's sitting in there at his VR headset beta testing the next phase of his full dive system. You know
Oh
he's you
man.
know he's in there.
He man, he's in the lab cooking. That's what he's doing.
He's cooking up a batch in the lab. I don't know, like, yeah, he Gabe Newell, I should say. He was a visionary. Dude, Half-Life.
Half-Life.
Half-Life
Yeah.
started all this. If it weren't for Half-Life. Um
Yep. Left
Gosh,
for
I
Dead.
went I went through mine very, very quick, but yeah, those are the top five things I'm thankful for in gaming.
Hey, congratulations, you made it through. My
Why are we such
special
Sonic the Hedgehog stands?
we are. It's because he deserves it. He's a good boy.
Wow.
Uh my special game shout out that I want to talk about real quick that you might not have heard of is Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator.
Uh-huh.
It's incredible. So, this game, you literally play as an organ trader on like your ship, and you have a set amount of cargo, and you can hold one of any organ in that cargo. But you have to play it like you have a stock market. So sometimes the prices of certain organs will go up and they'll be more expensive. Sometimes they'll go down. And you'll have requests that you'll need to fulfill. So you'll need to buy like a liver and an eye for one guy because he loves to twirl them between his fingers while he falls asleep at night or something silly like that. And he'll give you money for it. So, of course, you want to buy it for the lowest price possible so this guy can get his silly little twirling done. And then you just make money that way and you just upgrade your ship and do things like that. You can pay off other people who are trying to buy from the market that you're in because if you're not quick, they'll buy the options and so that
Huh.
you won't get them. The good deals, that is.
So it's just like you it's it's like an economy simulation.
Yeah, it's basically a stock market simulator. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's really silly
But
though because you can buy souls and stuff like that.
what the hell?
You can actually buy a
But
dead Among Us body.
you're like a space warlord.
Yeah,
Well, see, that makes it okay.
it's called a bean body or a bean bone or something like that.
We never did
But
fuck
yeah,
yeah
that's
moments.
oh man, I don't really have a good one this week. I've worked all week.
Yeah, me too. Things got real sideways there for a second, didn't it?
Yeah, things have been crazy
Woo.
lately. But
You know,
we all have our
it's that
fuck
time
yes.
it's that time of year.
Yeah,
Well,
we're stressing a little bit.
you know what? And I think it's good to have this moment because I did not have a very fuck yeah week this week.
Yeah.
Um, you know, uh, I grew up watching Power Rangers,
Oh yeah.
and I started doing martial arts because of that, and I did that for years, and I became an instructor. Um, and it was my career for a long time, and I loved
Yeah.
it. But I never would have started doing karate if it weren't for the Power Rangers, and one Power Ranger in particular was Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger. I know it's like everybody loves him the most. Well, you know, that's he's the one that inspired me the most out of like any kind of childhood superhero to pursue martial arts. I even do those jump spin outer crescent kicks. I do mine just like him, like he does in the show, the big wide sweep. Um, but yeah, he passed away. I believe
Rest in peace, legend.
I believe it was suicide, but that's that really sucks because if I was gonna tell you who, if you were gonna sit down and ask me like who's your hero, that's probably who I would say.
Oh man.
I've met him. So here's a story. I went to meet him, and I have this poster somewhere, but I went to meet him he was at a convention. I wanted to get something signed because he was signing for free, and I was like, maybe I could find like a movie poster, and I looked everywhere, and finally I found it. It was like from the original movie, the movie poster. I don't know if it's original print, but it was that poster, and I got him to sign his helmet. And one of my friends was there. She took a picture of us. That was about 10 years ago. Um, then he stopped at this. Uh, he was doing this comic store tour. Actually, just earlier this year, he stopped over here in my town, and I went and saw him again. And I brought the picture, and I said, "Hey, this is us 10 years ago." He was like, "Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's awesome. I can't believe you hang on to this long." I was like, "Hey, you know, uh, you inspired me to do what I do today." And I had him sign that. I have it. I have that picture signed by him. That was just earlier this year or like end of last year or something.
Man, that's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
That's really awesome that you got that. I'm really happy for you because that gives you something to like kind of hold on to, you know? He was that kind, you know?
Right. But, he was a lot of people's hero and he was the greatest Power Ranger that ever lived, so
Yeah,
uh he will be sorely missed. Shout outs to Jason David Frank. Everybody misses you.
for real.
I'm
But
done.
yeah,
That was a very fuck no moment.
yeah. The that was a fuck nah.
Hey,
Uh
the sun is setting.
yeah. But, you know, we got we got things to look forward to, you know? We
Yes.
got the holidays around the corner. Things are gonna
Oh
get
God.
fun.
Holidays are so much fun.
I love the
Actually,
holidays.
like straight up, I will be happy after Friday because I'm taking a vacation.
That's
So
awesome, dude.
I'm I'm getting the fuck out of here.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have on the agenda here?
Geez, I don't know, Frank. You didn't really get into your review of Sonic Frontiers.
That's true. If you really want to hear about that, I don't mind. But I haven't gotten too far. I've only gotten out of the, you know, tutorial kind of area. But
Mm.
everything feels really good. I the the thing I was worried about is not present, and that is my biggest relief.
What was the
It's
thing you were worried about?
that there were going to be too many rocks, and then they're just going to stop your progress for no reason. You
Oh,
know, in your giant open world.
I told you that wasn't gonna be a problem.
It's really fun though because you can kind of use the rocks that are there as like little springboards almost if you time your boost and jump right. And it's so much fun. It is actually a lot of fun to play. It's almost like a spin dash from Sonic Adventure 1 or 2. That's why I give it the pass. Sonic Frontiers is a good game. The combat is actually really fun too. It kind of it's just down to button mashing really and dodging so far, but it feels really good because you can like dodge backwards and then hit him with the homing tack and go back in for another combo and then sweep out away and then
Mm.
dodge some attacks and go back in and do stuff like that. But it's really good. The side loop ability is pretty cool, kinda. It's really gimmicky though, if I'm honest. It feels out of place.
That's where
Uh,
he makes a circle and
yeah, and like wind like blows out a torch or something. Yeah,
oh.
it's weird. It's like it's absolutely a Zelda item. You know,
Mm.
it's something there for progression in battle, and that's it. It's there. But it's not a bad addition. It's fun to just do circles and get a lot of rings, and just fill up that way. That way you're at max speed all the time. Because your speed is dependent on how many rings you have.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There's a
That
lot of rails too.
That is interesting. I did notice that there were a lot of rails, which is kind of strange considering that that means that these rails are just kind of floating in midair
Yeah,
all around
it's
these worlds.
that really is the case. Uh, I do have one major complaint.
Uh-oh.
There's really no like no one tells you anything. Like it is so hard to grasp what's going on. Like I don't even know the full extent of the controls. A lot of people might not know this, but if you click the left stick in, you do the light speed dash. Like
Oh.
who the hell would have thought to do that? It's crazy, and you never learn that because nothing tells you. There's no tutorial, there's no signposts that you can walk up to and hit B to learn. It's just, it's just
Huh.
not there.
Well, that kind of does stink.
Yeah.
But
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 once you learn it, it is great.
hey, Sonic 2 didn't have any uh
And
to
once you
to
learned it,
pro
it's great.
right. You just had to press the buttons and figure it out.
Yeah. But
It's
I
easy.
mean, left stick in front of a batch of rings that you're just standing next to, that's not a very, you know,
There
intuitive thing. It should have been like a button press or something.
there isn't like a an indicator that comes up and says light speed or whatever.
No, nothing.
Now that doesn't make any sense because they've been very firm about keep putting that in the games up to
Yeah,
this point.
absolutely.
That's strange.
I thought it was
Maybe
incredibly weird too.
maybe it's
That's
just
why
an
I had to shout
oversight.
it out. Yeah, I don't
Sega,
know.
Sega, fix it. You can
But
fix
yeah,
it.
um I do want to give a quick shout out to a game I learned of recently, and that's Bendy and the Dark Revival. Uh, like from Bendy and the Ink Machine. You said you're not aware of who that is,
I don't know
but
what this
for
is.
it's basically like old timey Mickey Mouse cartoon horror game. But
Oh, okay.
the sequel is a Bioshock clone. Like straight up, beat for beat, it is Bioshock.
Huh.
It is an absolute plagiarism almost. Uh,
Have you played it?
I haven't played it. I saw some gameplay of it last night. I watched one of my favorite streamers play it. But no, it's and I don't mean this in a bad way when I say it's plagiarism BioShock because I love BioShock. I
Right.
do plan on finishing the BioShock playthrough on the YouTube channel at some point. I'm just so busy nowadays. It's so hard to start a stream. Uh, you know,
Dude, I've been there.
it's just, so many other things going on. Uh,
Yeah.
but we will finish it. BioShock, incredible game. Absolutely incredible.
Which
So this is not a
kindly.
bad thing.
Right, right. I was gonna say it's I mean it's probably a good game if it's just BioShock, right? BioShock's a good game.
Exactly. And it does BioShock in its own way. It's not underwater city. It's you're stuck in a cartoon studio that looks like a cartoon and there's ink monsters.
I like that more.
Yeah, it is
I would
incredible.
I would play that.
Oh, it's incredible. The game's beautiful too. Like it looks incredible.
Where's this at, this game?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that yet,
Oh,
but
it's not
Bending in
out.
the Ink Machine should be on Steam.
Oh, okay.
You
Cool.
should look into that one.
I'll check it out, my friend.
Yeah. You
Hell
got
yeah.
you got anything else you wanna maybe add in there?
Dude, like as far as like game recommendations go,
Or just any kind of things that you want to give a shout out to that you've been into recently?
gosh, whose line is it anyway?
You have been watching that all the
I've been
time.
watching that so much. I'm going to a show.
Dude,
There's a show near me in a few months, and I'm going.
that's awesome, dude. I am so happy for
Me
you.
and five other idiots are going.
Dude, that is
Ah!
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll have Ryan Stiles, Jeff B. Davies, Greg Proops, and some guy I've never heard of. So no Wayne Brady, no Colin, but it's still a good cat. I mean, they got Greg Proops, man. That guy's a genius.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I mean, aside from that, I guess you can ask a question if you want, and we'll just make that the last one for the night.
All right. So why is this show called Into the Loop?